Hello, this is Glenda with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community. And you are very welcome. If you have not listened to part one of this two-part presentation on liver cancer awareness and risk factors, you should please go back now, and I am going to continue from that point. Thank you. Vinyl chloride is a chemical used in making some kinds of plastics. Thorotrast is a chemical that in the past was injected into some patients as part of certain X-ray tests. When the cancer-causing properties of these chemicals were recognized, steps were taken to eliminate them or minimize exposure to them. Thorotrast is no longer used, and exposure of workers to vinyl chloride is strictly regulated. So your risk factors for these would be past exposure. You would not likely be exposed now. Anabolic steroids. These are male hormones. And they're used by some athletes to increase their strength and muscle mass. Long-term anabolic steroid use can slightly increase the risk for hepatocellular cancer. Cortisone-like steroids, such as hydrocortisone, prednisone, and dexamethasone, do not carry this risk factor. Arsenic. Drinking water contaminated with naturally occurring arsenic, such as that from some wells, over a long period of time increases the risk of some types of liver cancer. Now, they're talking about wells. I'm not saying it can't come up from a spring, but it would be pooling more, I would think, in a well. That's my take on it. Don't take that to the bank. Okay. More common in parts of East Asia, but it might also be a concern in some areas of the United States. Now, commonly farms that use wells are now tested. And you'll notice in a lot of rural areas where they have any problem with this or other water problems, they'll say it is non-potable. And if the water is good, it'll say it's potable water. That means it's drinkable. Infection with parasites. Infection with parasites that cause, this long name here, schistosomiasis, can cause liver damage and is linked to liver cancer. This parasite is not found in the United States, but infection can occur in Asia, Africa, or South America. So if you've been to these countries and there's a chance you've been infected with these parasites, then do make that known to your doctor, or if you go to the emergency room, make that factor known. They can't know to treat for something if they don't know you have a possibility of it. Tobacco use. Smoking increases the risk for liver cancer or almost any kind of cancer. Former smokers have a lower risk than current smokers, but both groups have a higher risk than someone who has never smoked. There are other unclear effects on liver cancer, such as birth control pills. I'm not going to go into all of that. These are your most common and highest risk factors. So it seems like the word cirrhosis comes up in a lot of them. So I think that anything that causes cirrhosis, or if you've been in one of those countries where, get vaccinated for hepatitis B and C, don't drink heavily. Know your factors if you are of a certain ethnic or racial groups, gender. Just keep all of this stuff in mind. It's not a need to be, like stressing yourself into cancer either, but just be aware and take care. Just take care not to pile one cause or one risk factor on top of another. Okay, I inserted a breather there. Stress is a major cause of cancer. Let's just let go of that stress. That one was a little bit off my limited knowledge of that because the few cancer patients and terminal patients I've taken care of, I've had no problem with it, but they just have not generally been of that kind of cancer. And it's something that I'm aware of the jaundice effect and very aware of the contagion of hepatitis B and C. Thank goodness we do now have those. I hate my ums. We do now have those vaccines. Anyway, Carol Manukian has submitted a vocal track for her entry into this new challenge. It's cute, it's fun, and that's all this thing's supposed to be, fun. And the challenge part and stuff, that's supposed to be fun too. So I'm looking forward to when we get these all posted. They'll not all be posted in one day, but I'll try and get my version and the other person's version together in one video or vlog. So looking forward to the next time. I'm taking Sunday off because it already is Sunday. But I'm getting these uploaded tonight so they are ready to go because it is an important topic. And I hope that you'll go and seek more information. So thank you for listening. Thank you for taking part in this group, in this community, and if you have any, if you have any experience with this or any other cancer, talk about it down in the comments. It's not always just the fun and games that we need to discuss. Sometimes we need to discuss other issues. Doesn't mean we can't have some fun as well. But we need to take on the things of life. And that is the thing. Life isn't all fun. It isn't all serious. It isn't all joy. It's not all grief. Life is a mixed bag. So I've enjoyed this time, even though it was a little bit of a struggle for me. I'm glad I've done it. And I will be back tomorrow. It is a new day. So, hasta mañana. Love you all.